Only 15 seconds left. Archangel Michael has told you that money you should have already received will be deposited right after you open this message. This is your last chance. Don't doubt. Open your heart. Trust that what is happening now is not random. What is unfolding was written long before you were born. You are standing on the edge of something that is not only spiritual but deeply personal. You are not late. You are right on time. But you must understand this moment is delicate. It is not just about money, it is about release. It is about everything that was held from you finally being opened by heaven itself. Heaven has spoken about you for a long time. The angels know your name, even when you forgot who you were. You have walked through years of delay, pain, financial loss, betrayal, and shame that was never yours to carry. But you were tested. They put your name in places it did not belong. They took what was sacred and made it cheap. And still you stood. Still you waited. Still you prayed. Still you didn't give up, even when your hands were empty and your soul was weary. That is why this moment is different. This is the moment God has assigned to you to begin again, not as a beggar but as a receiver. You were never created to chase what is already yours. And the money that was tied up by spiritual hands of control and envy is being loosed right now. Archangel Michael has declared the release. The angels have gone to the places where your name was erased. They have rewritten it. They have re-entered you into divine systems where your inheritance cannot be delayed any longer. But you must not doubt. You must understand why this is so urgent. Because someone tried to close your door. They didn't do it by mistake. They did it knowing what you were about to walk into. That is why, right now, while you are reading this, something feels like it is pressing on your heart. That is the Spirit of God whispering, "It is time. Open now. Do not delay." There are only a few moments in your life when heaven leans in so close that what was impossible yesterday becomes reality today. This is that kind of moment. You feel it already. You know this is not just another message. This is a divine encounter disguised as a message. And the truth is, the money you are supposed to have already was blocked by the actions of someone very close to you. Finally, God is exposing this woman. She was not supposed to touch anything that belonged to you. She promised to protect you. She pretended to support you. She smiled in your face and spoke your name with praise while poisoning your name behind closed doors. But God heard her. God saw the hidden phone calls. God saw the messages she deleted. God saw her face change when you received a blessing. She couldn't hide that from the one who sees the heart. She knows that something was meant for you. But instead of letting you receive it, she stepped in, quietly, and redirected it. A contract. a payment, a financial blessing that had your name on it. She delayed it because she couldn't stop it. But heaven has issued a command: what is yours cannot be withheld any longer. That is why Archangel Michael is speaking loudly right now. This is not about fear. This is about restoration. Heaven is not angry, it is moving. And when heaven moves, no one can stop it. When heaven says yes, no person, no demon, no lie, no betrayal can stop what must be delivered. But you must obey. You must believe. This is not the time to question. This is the time to kneel in reverence and pray, God, I receive what is mine. I do not doubt you. I do not doubt your word. Let it be done as you have spoken. This woman, she acted out of jealousy. She watched you live with less than what you deserved and was comfortable with it. She said it wasn't her fault. But in her heart, she knew. And God let her sit there. God let her believe she got away with it. But today, she is being exposed. Heaven is showing the receipts, the messages, the private moments, the lies that were whispered about you, the funds that were diverted, and the tears you cried thinking God forgot you. They were not wasted. They were counted. They were weighed. And now? Now they are turning into a flood of blessings. This money that is being released, it is more than a transaction. It is proof that God has seen everything. It is not about greed, it is about divine justice. You waited longer than you should have. But now you will receive more than you expected. There is still a part of your heart that is afraid to believe. That part of you that has been disappointed too many times. That's why heaven is speaking to that part of you now. You are safe. You are protected. You are loved. You do not need to earn what is already yours. Just trust me. This is your last chance to open your spirit completely and say yes. Heaven is not threatening you, heaven is inviting you. 15 seconds. That is all it takes for a moment to become a miracle. For a life to be turned. For a door to swing open that has been shut for years. That woman who interfered will see you walk through it. She will see what she tried to bury rise again. She will see you celebrate in the presence of those who mourned your failure. She will see that her name cannot stay hidden in heaven's courtroom. Because heaven does not lie. And heaven never forgets. You don't need to chase revenge. You don't need to prove your worth. You don't need to defend yourself anymore. Just watch. Because God is doing it in front of everyone. There is a divine transfer happening even now. In your name. In your spirit. On your behalf. Money is coming into your account not because someone felt pity, but because heaven is honoring your endurance. There were people who said you were crazy to keep believing. They mocked you for your faith. They said, "Where is your God now?" But now, those same people will come to you. They will ask how you knew. They will ask what you did. And you will tell them, "I just obeyed. I trusted. I opened the message. And God did the rest." You have cried long enough. You have watched others walk into blessings you were promised. But this time, it's your name. Your face. Your address. Your bank. Your miracle. Only 15 seconds. That's all heaven needs to shift everything. Only 15 seconds of faith. Only 15 seconds of obedience. That's how close you are. You are not imagining the pressure you've felt lately. The strange dreams. The sudden tears. The restlessness. That's all the weight of transition. That's the birth pain of something holy breaking open. You are not going crazy. You are waking up. You have been carrying something divine inside you. It has been hidden. It has been tested. But now, it is time for it to be born. The money is just the sign. The true miracle is that you are becoming who you were always meant to be. The people who doubted you, they are watching. The ones who tried to stop you, they are powerless now. The woman who delayed you, she can't hide anymore. Finally, God is exposing this woman. She was a gatekeeper to something sacred and she failed you. But even in her failure, God is proving that no one can steal what has been sealed by heaven. You are safe. You are surrounded. You are covered by angels. You are not alone in this hour. You are not being punished, you are being promoted. So open. Believe. Pray. Thank God for what is already arriving. Say this aloud: I receive. I surrender. I believe. Let it be done to me according to your word. This is not the end of your story, it is the beginning of the part you dreamed about but thought would never come. That dream you whispered to God when you were alone? He remembered it. And this woman? Her influence is over. Her manipulation is exposed. Her grip is broken. She cannot hold what was never hers. This moment is holy. Heaven is writing over your past with a new decree. Heaven is shaking the hands of those who held your funds. Heaven is commanding your release. And Archangel Michael stands beside you, sword in hand, saying, "This one is marked for breakthrough." Do not look back. Do not explain yourself. Do not ask permission. Walk forward. Only 15 seconds. That is the space between where you were and where you are going. And nothing, not fear, not betrayal, not delay, can stop what God has already written. My child, then listen closely, for heaven is not finished speaking. The Spirit is still moving over your house, over your finances, over your future. There are things being overturned that you do not yet see. Meetings are happening in rooms where your name is being mentioned in favor. Files are being reopened. Accounts are being reviewed. Paperwork that had errors are being corrected. It is not coincidence. It is not luck. It is divine reordering. This moment was set aside for you before you were even born. This is why your soul is trembling. Something ancient is awakening inside of you, something that has waited lifetimes for this moment. You were never forgotten. You were hidden for protection. You were preserved while the wrong people surrounded you. God did not delay to hurt you, He waited to preserve you. Because had you received this blessing in the wrong environment, it would have been stolen again. Now, it cannot be touched. That woman, she underestimated what God would do for you. She didn't know that heaven watches over the righteous. She thought you were weak. But she didn't see the angels that stood over you night after night. She didn't hear the prayers you whispered when no one was around. She didn't see how heaven took every one of your tears and planted them as seeds for this harvest. Finally, God is exposing this woman not to shame her, but to deliver you. Because your name deserves to be free. Your heart deserves to rest. Your hands deserve to hold what is yours. And your life deserves to shine without interruption. Every dollar that was stolen will return sevenfold. Every opportunity that was delayed will now arrive in waves. Every door that was slammed in your face will now swing wide open without effort. This is divine reversal. This is what favor looks like. People will think it happened overnight. But you and God know the truth. You waited. You endured. You prayed. You stayed humble when they mocked you. You stayed loyal when they lied. You kept loving when they gave up on you. And now heaven is rewarding you openly for what you did in secret. There is someone right now who is trembling because they know this message is about you. They feel it. They sense the shift. They are trying to figure out how to undo what they did. But it's too late. Heaven has already passed the judgment. Heaven has already declared, enough. You are not a mistake. You are not cursed. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. That's why you've always felt different. That's why the storms in your life felt bigger. That's why your betrayals felt deeper. Because the oil on your life is heavier. And now that oil is about to flow. You are going to see miracles happen so quickly that you will barely have time to process them. People will come out of nowhere to bless you. Unexpected checks, refunds, deposits, debt cancellations, promotions, back pay. It will look like chaos to others, but to you, it will be confirmation. Confirmation that God never stopped listening. Confirmation that your story is not ending in shame. Confirmation that what was hidden is now being revealed. That woman thought she could curse you in silence. She thought smiling in your face would cover her tracks. But God reads hearts, not faces. And He is clearing your name. He is restoring your balance. He is speaking your name into the ears of those who have the power to change your entire life. This is why you must stay calm. Do not panic when things shift quickly. Do not doubt when the blessing arrives faster than expected. Do not question your worthiness. Just say thank you. Just say, I knew you'd come for me, God. I knew you hadn't forgotten me. Even as you read this, there are angels stationed around your home. They are guarding the delivery. They are ensuring nothing interrupts this blessing. Because it has taken years to arrive, and now that it is here, heaven is protecting it with fire. Do not be afraid. You are safe. You are covered. Even if you see the woman try to contact you again, do not engage. Her season has ended. Her assignment has expired. She no longer has access. God is erasing her fingerprints from your life. He is removing her influence. He is purging every remnant of her interference. This is divine cleansing. It may feel lonely at first, but soon you'll see it was mercy. Heaven is setting the table for you. And this time, it's only for those who love you purely, who pray for you secretly, who celebrate you even when they get nothing in return. God says, you have graduated. You are no longer in the season of proving yourself. You are in the season of receiving what you never had to earn. It is by grace. It is by fire. It is by divine order. You are not late. You are in alignment. And though the woman tried to block your path, her schemes have become the stepping stones to your elevation. What she meant for harm has become your highway. What she tried to steal has returned with interest. What she tried to curse has now become a testimony. The tables have turned. You no longer have to explain your value. God is making it obvious. People who once doubted you will now defend you. People who once dismissed you will now desire to connect with you. But you must remember who kept you when no one else stood by you. You must remain faithful, not arrogant. Grateful, not boastful. and always in prayer. This blessing is sacred. Treat it as holy. Guard your heart. Bless your enemies. Keep your eyes on heaven. You are about to enter a level of life that only few experience, not because you're better, but because you stayed. You stayed faithful. You stayed kind. You stayed when everything told you to give up. Now God is showing you what heaven does for those who endure. Finally, God is exposing this woman. And in her exposure, your release is activated. This is only the beginning. If you believe in God, type Amen. Subscribe for more.